Hi everyone, I'm Bonnie from Really Reasonable Ribbon, and today I'm back with my Bow It All version 2.0, and we are going to be talking about the locking C-knot. I get the most questions and comments and frustration expressed by people over trying to learn how to do this knot. The most important thing I have to say about it is if you're making a gorgeous bow with your Bow It All and the knot that you're using is holding your bow together and you're happy with it, then don't sweat it. You don't have to use the locking C knot. It's a great knot to learn how to do if you can, because it's a really secure knot. Your bow is not going to accidentally come untied. As a matter of fact, if you decide to untie it, you will have trouble. So I'm going to review slowly the process of making the locking C knot again, and I'm also going to do it right-handed and left-handed because I've had a few people ask me about doing it as a lefty, and I hadn't really thought about it. So I'm going to give it my best shot to show you lefty too, but it is a little awkward for me because I'm very much used to doing it right-handed. So we're going to start righty. And I always like to cut a point on my cut end of my ribbon, especially since a lot of times I'm not working off a spool, and when I start tying the knot, it's easier to tell which end is which if I have that point. So I'm going to leave whatever tail length I want off the left side. Usually I'll leave 6 or 8 inches. Just leave a little more than what you want on your finished product. You start behind the pegs, and we're just going to do an easy bow with 2 loops on each side. So I am just going to wrap in a figure-8 pattern until I have 2 loops on each peg. Then I'm going to take the ribbon in my right hand and come through the center. I'm going to take the cut end, which is in my left hand, and bring it, we're going to cross the ribbons over in the back. And we're going to bring this down through the center, and it's going to be the center of our bow. Because this is a wide ribbon, I will either fold it in half, or sometimes I'll even fold each side in, because I like, personally, to have a narrower center to my bow. But you don't have to do that. It's totally preference. It's going to come down through the center, through the bottom, and out the back. Now I'm going to switch hands. So I have my working end now in my left hand, and the cut end, which has the point on it, is in my right. With the ribbon in my left hand, I'm going to make a loop, and the cut end is going to go over, through the loop, and out the right side. And that is what is creating your locking C knot. And at this point, I'm going to gently tighten, and I always stop and I look. You're looking at the front of your bow, so you can stop, look, make any adjustments you want. If you see something that doesn't look exactly the way you want it, before you tighten it, you have a little leeway to make adjustments. Make sure your center is as close to the center as you can get it. And then I gently rock from side to side, tightening a little bit at a time until I can't get it any tighter. Now, if we've done our knot correctly, when we look at the back, we're going to see a C shape, which I think that you can see right there. See how the knot twists around in a C pattern. And that's all there is to it. At this point, you can trim your ends, or you can leave that till later, slide it off, fluff your bow, your loops, and if you pull the ends of this, you are not going to untie this bow. That's the beauty of the locking C knot. So, if you're a lefty, we're pretty much doing the same thing, mirror image. I have my cut end with the point. This time we're leaving the tail that we want on the right side. And with our left hand, we're going to figure 8 wrap the ribbon until we have 2 loops on each side. The ribbon in my left hand is going to go through the center, and they're going to cross in the back. The ribbon in my right hand is going to come over the top. I folded it in half because it's going to be the center of my bow. Bring it around through the bottom and out the back. Now we're going to switch hands. I have the cut end is in my left hand, the working end is in my right. I'm going to make a loop with the working ribbon in my right hand. The cut end is going to go over, through the loop, and out the left side. And I'm going to gently tighten. And then we're going to stop and take a look. See if there's any adjustments we want to do. Make sure the center is in the center. And then gently rock back and forth and tighten it as much as we can. And let's see if we have our C. There it is. And then same as always, you can trim your tails now or leave them for later. Slide it up, fluff the loops, and there is your locking C, and it's not going anywhere. So again, do not sweat the locking C knot. If it's just not going to happen for you, it doesn't matter. As long as you are getting beautiful bows that you're pleased with off of your tool, you're fine. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you're loving your bow at all. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel below so you don't miss any of the new videos. I'd love to have you leave a comment or a question below before you go, and if there's anything you'd like to see me go over in a future video, be sure to let me know.